Can you hear us, Rod? Can you hear me now?
Rod, can you hear us?
Yes, I can hear. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Okay, then we'll call to order the Public Utility Board meeting for September 3rd. Before us, we have the minutes of the August 26th meeting. Is there a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
And any discussion? All well, hold on. Tom, how do you vote?
Aye.
Rod, how do you vote?
Aye.
I vote aye also. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. I think that's right, Jenny. We still have to do roll call if somebody's not here. Is that correct? Yes. Okay, thank you. Okay, old business for the Public Utility Board. New business for the Public Utility Board. Motion to adjourn.
So moved.
We're adjourned. Thank you. We'll now call to order the Board of Public Works and Safety for September 3rd. Before us, we have the minutes of the August 26th meeting. Is there a motion to approve?
Motion to approve the minutes as presented.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Hearing none. Tom, how do you vote?
Aye.
Rod, how do you vote?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion carries 3-0. Now the claims before us for this week. Is there a motion to approve the claims?
Make a motion to approve the claims as presented.
I second.
We have a motion and second. Is there any discussion? Anyone in the public wish to speak to the claims? Hearing none. Tom, how do you vote?
Aye.
Rod, how do you vote?
Aye.
And I vote aye also. Motion carries 3-0. Now, old business for the Board of Public Works and Safety.
Ordinary code enforcement. I stopped by 510 East McKay. I think you guys gave them an extra week last week to clean up. They did mow the front. They still have their stuff in the trailer out on the side. I did speak to them and let them know about waste management, how they can get the 2 vouchers over there. Last Tuesday, I spoke to actually the mother-in-law that stays there with them. She was working on getting a couple of vouchers. I know it usually takes a little bit of time for them to get those. I was going to try to swing back in today and see what was going on. I asked her, come to find out, the mother-in-law is the one doing all the work at the property. And I told her there on the side by the garage that the weeds and stuff needed to be cut down. It looks like they started to get some of it, but they haven't got it all down yet. So I'm going to leave it to you guys if you want to give them the extra week, or if you want us to just go over there and take care of it, or what you guys want us to do. I think it's just going to be, it's going to continue, I think, from here on out. I guess they are buying the property on contract. Like I said, the gentleman that had it is in prison, and the mother-in-law said that they're buying, her son-in-law and daughter are buying it on contract. So she's really been on them about getting it straightened up, but I think it's fallen on deaf ears.
That wasn't the mother-in-law that came here that day, wasn't it?
No, that's her daughter, Brandy.
And
It's her and her husband actually live there. Yes.
she seemed pretty gung-ho the last time we talked to her. And
Yeah. And I asked the mother-in-law stated that her daughter Brandy works 12 to 14 hours a day.
she
She
told
goes,
us
and I
that.
just don't, she said that her son-in-law hurt his foot a while back, and that's what's taking so long, but she's been trying to do stuff. But like I said, it's just going to be a recurring thing is what it's going to be.
This is what, the second or third time?
This will be the second time if we clean it up. Yeah.
Was it earlier this year?
Yeah, actually, it was probably just
Spring,
about
wasn't it?
2 months ago, wasn't it?
Yeah.
2 or 3 months ago,
Right.
if that, yeah.
Nope. Gentlemen, what do you want?
think we cleaned it, we just cleaned it up.
Got a motion?
Make a motion that city cleans it up. Dates the property.
Do you have a motion to clean it up? Is
Yeah.
Yes.
that what I heard? I'll second that. I don't think it's gonna get any better.
Yeah. A motion second to order the 510 East McKay abated. Is there any further discussion? Anyone in the public wish to speak? Hearing none. Tom, how do you vote?
Aye.
Rod, how do you vote?
Aye.
And I vote aye also. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you very much, Mr. Merrick.
All right,
Further old business?
one other quick question. As far as the stuff that's in the back of the trailer, I'm just gonna ask Jenny, I think we should be able to clean that all up. All right, well, I'll just give her the picture and.
Okay.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thanks, Troy.
Thank you. Further old business? Hearing none, we'll move to new business. Doesn't matter.
Good morning, Tyler Comstock, city engineer, and with me I have Malcolm Glover with M Street Fiber, formerly known as Hoosier Fiber. They're the company that went through the last few years and did the citywide fiber installation project. There was a master service agreement with the fiber company. And what I am presenting to you guys, I sent to you last week, all of the letters, but I just show you one letter for reference. We're asking for the formal closeout of the installation project. Again, I just want to emphasize that it's a closeout of the installation project. This is noting that all of the fiber, the conduits and everything that was installed has been completed. Now, with the letter states that with these permits associated with the installation, there's a 3-year maintenance process. So from the time that it was completed, the dates are provided associated with each individual permit, each individual section throughout town. There's a 3-year timeline of maintenance. Malcolm and I have been working on this for, I think, a few months now. Just try to get everything cleaned up, come to the agreement of what needs to be within this closeout. I can let Malcolm speak to it, but along with the letters, I have a punch list of the final 8 items that I have seen around town. The first 2 weeks of August, I actually drove around and walked almost all of their installation, went through wherever they had potholes or and around the handholds and everything they installed, found some of the sinkholes and things like that. That's what the pictures are provided, and we come up with a plan to get that taken care of, get those fixed. And again, that we still have 3 years after this, after the dates within those letters to monitor it. And then even after that, I think you'll hear Malcolm say that they're going to be like any other utility here. Your Duke Energies, your CenterPoints, because of all the infrastructure here, they're here to work with us and get it taken care of. So I'll let you.
Yeah, thanks, Tyler. Yeah, once again, Malcolm Glover, M Street Fiber, and we are your long-term partner. As Tyler mentioned, there is a 3-year maintenance warranty. That's all fine and dandy, but in my opinion, we want to be good partners, good citizens. We want to support you and the residents. So if something were to happen, Tyler can always reach out to me, let me know, and we figure it out and resolve it. So we're here for the long run. Like I said, we want to be good members of the community and support this community.
Tyler, are there funds in like an escrow account to assure that this kind of stuff does get finalized?
So like all other permits, we have our bonds that
Bonds.
need to be
Mhm.
required. We
Mhm.
could go after the bonds.
Gotcha.
I think the money associated with bonds isn't the scare tactic for them. It's when you pull a maintenance bond, that kind of looks bad on the contractors and such.
Yeah.
So just having that threat of pulling the bonds is probably the bigger threat. But a lot of these are fairly minor. We have those if we needed, but again, working with him and the contractors, we've gotten quite a few of them taken care of already here this year. I'd be lying if I said that it wasn't a little rough at first, but I had Malcolm come up here for lunch, and we kind of came through an agreement of the process we want to go through to get this done right.
Yeah.
So, and that's what we're trying to do here is, again, with a citywide project, and for the last few items to be about 8 or so items, I think that's pretty good. And he already has his team working on it. I think you said that you think they'll be done by when?
September 12th.
Okay,
So,
well, thank you. Appreciate it.
Are all these 8 items, or I know Shane had some issues. Are these the same 8 items that Shane was talking about also?
So Shane did provide a initial list. Quite a few of those have already been taken care of. Some of these are also part of that list. So these are the outstanding items
Okay.
on there. And then also, I'll just note that one thing that we're also saying is, M Street Fiber was happy enough to share with them. It's a KMZ file. It's a Google Earth file that I can put into the computer, and I'm happy to share with other departments if needed, but we can see exactly where their condo is located. And that's what you see in the first picture is you see those orange lines. That is the paths of where they provided. That way I can go through and actually confirm that, hey, M Street's here, because we had some locations around town. For instance, the alley across from the demo, the Adam Street demo. We initially thought it was them. We looked at the stuff. They don't actually have fiber in that area, in that block. So we did some locates. We found that that was actually AT&T. So I got AT&T to come to town and fix those. So that's kind of the steps we do is if we have an item come up, I'll look at our files, see if they actually have conduit in the area. And then if they do, I'll reach out to Malcolm and then we'll get their contractors here to fix it. If not, that's when we'll do the locates and see who it actually is. So.
Does most of this damage that we're looking at, did it occur like from the initial bore in?
Yeah, what I'm seeing, and Malcolm, you can correct me if I'm wrong, but when they're doing the installation, a lot of the crossings, they'll have to do little potholes, little 12-inch holes just to kind of confirm crossings of existing utilities. And unfortunately, when you do things like that, they have to get it compacted right or you're seeing some sinking. A lot of these are actual patches from the original project, but the compaction wasn't done properly and it's just sinking, the pavement's sinking. So that's where I've talked to him, and just like we had the one at Jefferson Street and Harrison, they need to kind of come out, cut out underneath of it, get it properly compacted and put down new pavement. That's what I would say a majority of them are just kind of sinkholes / just it's settling issues.
We have no problems repairing these. You know, I think that they were calls during the installation process and we've got to repair it.
Thank you.
Entertain a motion to approve the agreement with Congruence in the city.
I make a motion to approve that. Yes.
Second.
Motion and second. Is there any further discussion? Anyone in the public wish to speak? Hearing none. Rod, I'm sorry, Tom, how do you vote?
Aye.
Rod?
Aye.
I myself, so vote, motion carries 3-0. Malcolm, thank you, and hope things continue to get better.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Further new business.
Hi, Karen Smith with Capone's. I'm just here to see about, Core Vision is doing their annual client appreciation party on Friday, September 12th, starting about 5 p.m. And they are bringing in Brozini's food truck as they have in the past 2 years. And so we are looking at closing those 2 side parking spaces so that they can park their truck there.
Okay. So, like, we've done this every year.
Every year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Every year. They actually have planned it out the next 4, so.
Is there a motion to approve the closure of the 2 parking places? Just, I guess it'd be east of Capone's on the Harrison Street.
I make a motion to approve the closure.
Second.
Motion second. Any discussion? Anyone in the public wish to speak? Tom, how do you vote?
Aye.
Rod, how do you vote?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Have a great day. Thanks for coming in. Further new business?
Good morning. Jenny Meltzer, City Attorney. There is a lease in your folder for a portion of property on McLean Street that is owned by the Phelps. The city back in 1950s did a deed with the National Guard that transferred that McLean Street property to the National Guard. And in that deed, there was a reversion clause that if the National Guard never stopped using it, that it would then come back to the city. So they stopped using it. It's come back to the city. They had leased this property from the Phelpses before. It is actually inside the fence, so it does not look like it's not owned by the city, but it is not. So this is a lease for the city to continue using that property that's inside the fence. Happy to answer any questions.
So basically, this has been going on, we've been working on this deal for how long, chief? Couple years, trying to get this taken care of, and realized that all the property there was not part of the property that the National Guard owned, so that's been a lease with them for years, and we're just kind of changing that lease over to us. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Any motion to approve or discussion we need?
I make a motion to approve.
Second that motion.
The motion approved. Is there any just further discussion? Anyone in the public wish to speak? Hearing none. Rod, how do you vote? I'm sorry, Tom, how do you? vote?
Aye.
Rod, how do you vote?
Aye.
And I vote aye. Motion carries 3-0. Thank you. Further new business? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
Or adjourn. Thank you all. Thanks, Rod.
Thank you.